Good morning. Today we will discuss about that is update, delete, commit, rollback and save point. In last lecture we discussed about the insert. We discussed about the insert all. We discussed about the conditional insert. Then we discussed about the pivoting insert. We discussed the insert select. Now today we will discuss about the another two DML statement, that is update and delete. But before start with the update and delete, you just need to understand that this is known as a data manipulation language. It means it is used to insert, update, delete all this inside the table. So you can say that DML is dealing with the data. DML is dealing with the data. You can say that it is dealing with the data or records in a table. So I have already a table and now I want to insert the data that we already explored. Now today we will discuss about that is update. Now, whenever you talk about the update, you first need to understand what update will do. So, update is, it is used to modify existing records. So, whenever you fire the update, the record must be exist into the table. And while delete is used to remove existing records, but it will not remove the table, it will remove the data, right? That is what the difference between delete and drop. Drop is used to drop the objects, while you can say that the drop is used to drop the tables, while delete is used to delete the records. Now I want to know that what is the syntax of update. So it is very simple. Update, then you just need to provide the name of the table. So update table name. Then you can set the column. So here the column name is required. In which column you want to set the data. So set column name equal to, now you can provide the value. But remember, if your value is character or date, then it must be enclosed within single quotation mark. If it is not character or date, then no need to enclose within single quotation mark. Here you can provide the multiple columns also if it is required. But remember, here comma is required if and only if you want to add multiple columns. If you want to update only one column, then comma is not required. So if you want to update another column, then you can provide the another column value, right? And multiple columns you can specify. But remember, after the last column, no comma is there. Here you can mention the optional condition. So if you don't specify the condition, then update will update all the records, right? This is what the update is. Let me show you practically. For example, I have a one table and that the table is, that is student. So this is my student table. Here you can see carefully roll number, name, city, date of birth and email is there. Let me reduce the size so you people can get the better idea. Yes. So see, this is my student table which has the data, that is roll number, name, city, date of birth and email. Now I want to update the name of the student. That the name of the student is not Kapil, actually the name is Kapil Shukla. Right. Now I want to update the data. How we can update this? So it is very simple. You can just write the update and name of the table. So name of the table is student. Now what you want to update? I want to update the name. So you can write name is equal to. Now name is a character. So character and date must be enclosed within single quotation mark. So I'm writing here name is equal to Kapil Shukla. But remember, if you don't write the where, then it will update all the records. So right now, I just need to write the condition. But might be a chance there are multiple Kapil should be there in a table, right? So if multiple Kapil is there, then you want to update this Kapil records. So better if you want to update only one single record, then you can took a primary key column. So roll number is my primary key column. So you can write the condition that where roll number is equal to, and you can write that the roll number is 102. So you can write the condition where roll number is equal to 102. Update table name. Now you need to write the keyword that is set. Name is equal to, you can provide the name and then you can simply copy this. You can and you can check that the one row updated over here. Now you can check select star from student. Now the name of the Kapil Shukla is changed. It means earlier name was Kapil, now it is Kapil Shukla. But might be a chance you people think that, sir, I don't want to update only one column data. What if I want to update the multiple column? For example, I want to update the detail of that is Devin. I want to update the name is Devin Patel and I want to update his birth date. His birth date is not 30 April, right? His birth date is 27 August. And I want to update his email ID also. His email ID domain is not gmail.com. His email ID domain is jau.edu.in. That I want to make update over here. It means I want to update the three data of one particular person. So roll number is 103, but I want to update the name, I want to update date of birth, and I want to update the email. How we can do this? So it is very simple, students. Here you can just write the condition that is update name of the table. For example, student set. What you want to set? I want to set a name first, right? So what is the name of student? Name is equal to Devin Patel, comma. Now you can provide the one more column and that is the date of birth. So I'm writing here date of birth is equal to 27 August 1983, right? And I want to update another column, so I need to write comma again over here, and I want to update that the email ID is not devan@gmail.com. Email ID is, that is email is equal to, and email is what? That is devan@jau.edu.in, right? But if you write like this, then it will update all the records. But I need to write the condition that I want to update the data of Devan only. It means the roll number is equal to 103. So you can write the condition over here, that is roll number is equal to 103. Now you can paste over here and you will be able to see that the data is updated into the table and the data is Kapil Shukla earlier change and now it is Devan Patel, and here you can check that the 27 August 83 and devan@ju.edu.in. It means you can update the multiple column data of single record. But sometimes what happen, people says that I want to update the data of all the students. Then how we can do this, right? That also you can do. But remember students, if you write here commit, then your changes will be saved. But if you don't write the commit and if you says rollback, then earlier two changes will be removed. For example, if I says that rollback means undo. So it will move to the last committed state. So what happened in this particular case, if you write rollback, then all the statement that is DML, insert, update or delete, any statement, it will be rollback. And that is the reason why Kapil Shukla is rollback, Devin Patel is rollback. Here the birth date is not changed, right? But what if I want to make the changes? Then you can simply copy this, you can paste over here, and now you can write the commit. Once you write the commit, it means it is committed, and once it is committed, then it can never be rolled back. If you write now roll back, then also you will get the same result. Why? Because once it is commit, it must be permanent. Now suppose if you think that, sir, I want to update the record of all the students. Right now what you did, you update the record of only one student. You update the record of only one student. Here you set the one column data of one record. Here you set the multiple column data but of the only one student. What if I want to update the detail of all students? Then you can simply ignore the where clause. For example, suppose if you write like this, update student, set name equal to Devan Patel, date of birth is equal to this, and email is equal to this. And if you are not writing where clause, remember students, if you are not writing where clause, then all the records will be updated. So 8 rows are updated, and as a result, you will be able to see that all the students' name are Devin Patel and all the students' birth date is 27 August and all the students' email ID is the same. But I just passed the commit just before this update statement, so I have a one chance to roll back this particular thing. So you can write roll back, and whenever you write roll back, you will get the earlier state of your data, and that is the reason why you will get your data back. But if you fire this particular query, that is update student, and after this if you have written commit, then only backup can save you, otherwise your data will be changed, and once it is commit, it will be always permanent. So whenever you write update, insert update or delete, you have a one chance to roll back the data if you have not fired the commit statement. So there are so many ways to update the data, but right now we discuss only this word, that is update. You can update the single record, single column. You can update the single record, multiple column. You can update the multiple record and multiple columns at the same time. You can do this. Suppose if anybody from you tell me that, sir, I want to make the changes, and that is what I want to update the email ID over here. Those who are belong to yahoo.com, I want to make it here, that is yahoo.co.in, right? So it means you want to update the multiple but selected records. If you want to update the multiple selected records, then another variety of update is there. You can write update student. Now you can write set, that is I want to set the email is equal to, so I want to cut first 5 letters of name and then I want to update the email ID. So how we can do this? You can use the function over here. That is set email ID is equal to, you can use a substring function and name 1 comma 5. So what happened? Your email ID will contains the first 5 letters of the name. Then I'm simply writing at the rate, that is I want to make it now yahoo.co.in, right? So in which situation you want to do this? I want to update the email ID of those who have yahoo.com in their domain. So here you can write the condition where email like, that is percentage yahoo.com, percentage below the yahoo.com, it means if anything before yahoo.com is there, I want to update that particular records only, right? So first task for you guys is what? First identify how many students has email having last, that is a suffix is yahoo.com. So there are 3 students, Sandeep, Dharmik and Jigis. Now I want to write here what? That is Sandy at the rate yahoo.co.in, right? Dharm at the rate yahoo.co.in. And Jigis, I want the first 5 letters, that is JIGIS at the rate yahoo.co.in. So I'm taking the letter of name from here, first 5 letters, and then I'm adding yahoo.co.in. So how to do this? Simple. I already written update statement over here. You can paste. right? And you can press the enter. See, there are 3 records updated. What I did in this particular case, I just updated the selected records, but not the single records, right? Multiple records. And I updated their email ID. That is a Sandeep, Dharmik and Jigis email ID. And you can check now, select star from student. You will be able to see that sandy@yahoo.co.in, Dharma @yahoo.co.in, and here Jigis @yahoo.co.in. Other than yahoo.com email ID are as it is, right? So this is the wonderful thing that you can do with the update. You can write so many varieties of functions over here, and you can write so many varieties of condition over here that we will discuss. We will discuss the different kind of functions like substr, replace, truncate, lower, upper, all these functions we will discuss whenever I explain the select statement. And we will explore the where clause in very detail whenever we learn the select statement. But this is just a simple example how we can update the data. Now if anybody from you ask me that, sir, I want to update the city, that is those who are living in Rajkot, I want to make here that they are not belong to Rajkot, actually they are belong to the city, and that is Surat, right? So I want to update based on, it means I want to update all the students who are living in Rajkot to Surat. So how we can do this? Simple. Update table name set city is equal to Rajkot, where city is equal to, now what you want to set? I want to set the city is equal to Surat, where city is equal to Rajkot. So what is the biggest benefit of doing this? You can update the 2 records at the same time, and you will be able to see that there are 2 people belong to Surat right now. Right now you can just commit the data. Once you commit over here, it means it is permanent. Now you cannot fire a rollback. Yes, you can write the rollback, but rollback will not make any difference over here. Why? Because it will move you to the last committed point only, and whenever you write select star from student, you will get the same result that you have the earlier, right? So rollback effect is work properly if and only if you have the uncommitted transaction. If you have the committed transaction, then rollback will not make any difference over here. So this is all about an update statement. Now students, suppose if you think that, sir, I already updated the records, but what if I want to remove the data, right? So you can remove the selected data, you can remove all the data, you can write the delete query, that is delete from, but remember there is no star involved in this, right? So delete from, then you can write the name of the table name. Then optional keyword you can pass over here, that is where condition. Remember, if you are not writing where condition, then it will delete all the records, right? If you want to try this, then you can. For example, delete from student, then 8 rows are deleted. You can check, select star from student, there is no record available. But I don't want to do right now this, so I'm doing simply rollback. So rollback will do what? It will move to last committed point, and this is not committed yet. So delete is a DML command, and DML command is not committed yet, and that is the reason why I will be able to roll back the transaction, and I will be getting the record as it was earlier. Now, suppose if you think that, sir, I want to delete the selected data, then how we can? So very simple. So let me start from single record delete. So if you want to delete a single record, then you can write delete from table name, for example, student, where, for example, roll number is equal to 103. Now, if you write roll number is equal to 103, then the Deven Patel record will be deleted first. And you can check over here. Now there are only 7 records and there is no record of Deven Patel is available. So if you want to delete a single record, you can use the different column, different condition over here. But suppose if you think that, sir, I want to delete all the student who are belong to Surat. So you can write the condition where city is equal to Rajkot. Remember student, whenever you are using character data type must be enclosed within single quotation mark. While this is the digit, so don't need to enclose within the single quotation mark. You can just copy this and you can check city is equal to not Rajkot, city is equal to Surat. Two records are deleted. Now you can check there are only 5 records are available. Now I want to delete all the records whose domain is Gmail. So you can write delete from student where that is email like %gmail.com. It means their domain is Gmail. So you can simply write %gmail.com. So two record will be deleted, that is Kapil Shukla and Nishar. Right. So two records are deleted. Now you can check there are only 3 records are there. And suppose if you think that, sir, I want to delete the record who are born before 1985, right? So how we can delete that particular record? So you can write the delete condition based on the date column also. Delete from student where date of birth less than, and that is date of birth less than 1 January 1985. It means the born before 85. So all the students who born before 85 will be deleted. So Sandeep will be removed over here, and you can check that only 2 records are available now. And suppose if you think that I want to delete all the data, right? Delete from student. If you write delete from student, then it will delete all the records. So right now only 2 records are there, so all the records are deleted. But suppose if you think that, sir, I written the commit over here. So once you write the commit, it means all the records are deleted. So if you write here now select star from student, no records are there. And once you have written the commit, now you people will not be able to fire the rollback. Definitely rollback will work, but rollback will not able to retry my record because I already committed the same. So now how can I retrieve this? You can retrieve this if and only if you have the backup. So I have the backup. So let me recover that particular thing. How we can do this? Very simple. You can just insert into student and you can select from copy student. Earlier I just created the copy student table from the student table, and that is the reason why I will be able to retrieve back. I will now write the commit, and now if I write the select star from student, I will be able to get the same. So if you want to retrieve the data after commit, if you have the deleted data and you have written the commit and now your rollback is not working, so how we can recover this if and only if you have taken the backup. I already have the copy student table, so from copy student I inserted the data again into my student table and my data is available over. So this is all about a delete. But remember, suppose if you have not written the commit after doing any DML statement, but you have written the DDL statement, right? And suppose if you have written the DDL statement, then it will be automatically completed. Why? Because all the DDL statements, all the DDL statements are implicitly committed. Means if you have written the alter, if you have written the drop, if you have written the truncate, if you have written the create, then it will be implicitly committed. For example, let me give you some demo. For example, suppose if you say that, sir, I want to delete the data, that is delete from student. So 8 records are deleted. Now I had not written the commit, so I will be able to roll back the same. Yes, you are right. But suppose if you are creating a table, that is create table, for example, testing. I'm writing ID integer. See, table is created, and now suppose if you think that I want to now write the rollback. Remember, students, whenever you write rollback, it will not work. Why? Because this is the create statement after the delete, and all the DDL statements are implicitly committed, and that is the reason why even if you write the rollback, you will be not able to get the data from student, right? So whenever you write drop will permanently remove the object, so you will not be able to do the rollback. But if you want to recover the dropped table, then you can use the flashback, and that we discussed in the earlier lecture. Now students, see, DDL statements are implicitly committed while DML statements need to be committed. So we need to write the commit statement to complete the transaction. So DML statements need to be committed. Which are the DML statements? Insert, update, delete, and merge is the DML statement. We will discuss the merge later on after we learn the subquery very well. So after select statement, I will explain the merge statement. But right now we discuss the three statement, that is insert, update, and delete. Another category is there, and that category is known as a TCL, and that is known as a transactional control statement. So what is transactional control statement? Very simple. Transactional control statements are commit, rollback, and save point. So what is commit? Commit is used to save the transaction. So you can say that the commit is a save, while rollback is a undo, while save point is a partial save, right? So it will not be committed, right? But you can say that there are multiple save point you can create, so you can roll back to that particular level. So let me explain what save point is. For example, I want to recover my data, so I want to insert into student, and I'm selecting from copy student table, and I have already copied student table, so I'm retrieving the data. Now whenever you write select star from student, 8 records are there. Now I am deleting that, delete from student where CT is equal to Rajkot. So what happens, see, there are 2 records are deleted, right? Now you can create the save point over here. You can give any name. So here I am creating the save point. The name of the save point is SP1, right? So save point is created right now. Now remember students, you can check your data. So data is 6 records. Now I want to delete another 2 records. So I'm writing here delete from student where date of birth less than, that is 1 January 1985. So all the records before 1985 will be deleted. So 3 records are deleted. So 84, 84, 84, all the students who born in 84 are deleted. Now I'm writing here save point, that is S2. Now you can check your data, select star from student, only 3 records are there. Now I'm writing here delete from student. So all the records are deleted. Now I'm creating another save point, that is S3, right? So 3 save points are there. Now whenever you write select star from student, see, there are no records. You can use the save point to roll back particular level. If you write rollback, then it will roll back up to last committed, and you will get all the 8 records. But you can use here rollback to S3. So what happens? Let me write here rollback to S2. Yes. Whenever you write rollback to S2, so it will retrieve up to S2. So whenever you have written the save point S2 at that particular time, you have three records. And whenever you have written the S3 at that particular time, no record were there. Even you can write here rollback to SP1. So you will get six records. It means you will get the another three records if you write rollback to SP1. And if you write here rollback, then you will get the all eight records. So you can use the rollback. But remember students, once you reach to particular save point, then you cannot roll back after that particular save point. For example, let me give you another example. Suppose if I am deleting the records now, and that is delete from student where city is equal to Rajkot. Now I am getting the record, that is six records are there. This is my save point S1, right? Now I am deleting the record from student where CT is equal to, and that is for example Modasa, right? So one record is more deleted. Now I'm writing save point S2, right? Now I'm deleting the record from student where, for example, name is equal to, and that is Kapil. So one more record deleted. Now students, suppose if you are writing here that is roll back to save point S, and that is for example 1. So if you are writing roll back to save point S1, then you will definitely get the data up to save point S1, but now you cannot roll back up to save point S2. It will give you message that save point S2 never established. It means once you reach particular save point before the save point, then you cannot access the save point created after that particular save point. So this is the way you can roll back to particular save point. Here you can write the rollback. So if you write rollback, then all the records will be retrieved. And this is the way you can use rollback and save point.